Well, it's an honor to be with you this afternoon, and let me thank the members of the Human Rights Commission who are here with us today, and all the other members for their service, and also the staff members for all they do. I know the Commission has been holding hearings throughout the state in the past few months, and I'm happy that you're ending up here in Nashville. This city has, I think, become a good example of what can happen when community members join together and say, this is a welcoming community, we will not tolerate discrimination here. As you'll hear this afternoon, organizations throughout the city are working hard to further human rights and prevent discrimination, to be a force for opportunity and equality, and their good works is one of our city's strengths. And of course, there is still more work to do, and which is why it's so important we gather in forums like this. There could be no better time for a conversation like this. Like so many places in our country, our city is rapidly becoming more diverse. In fact, by 2020, the majority, 50.1% of Davidson County's population will be people of color. By 2030, that number will be 59%, and by 2040, according to the experts, it will be 68%. A decade ago, 2.5% of Nashville's population was foreign-born. Today, that number is nearly 12%. As these numbers illustrate, the face of our city is changing quickly. That kind of change often brings a community to a crossroads. And that's what happened here in Nashville in 2009. Many of you here today know exactly what I'm talking about. In 2009, this community faced a proposed referendum that was on the ballot that would have forced Metro government to do business exclusively in English. Had it passed, we would have been the only large city, certainly the largest city in the country with an English-only requirement. Not only would English only have affected our government's ability to function effectively, it would have sent a signal to all who wanted to live, work, and visit here. It would have replaced our welcome sign with signs that read, "You're welcome, but only if you speak English." Our community was at a crossroads, and by a resounding 56 to 44% margin, we chose the path that was welcoming, the path that respects and values the differences among us, and English only was defeated. That was 5 years ago. And while 5 years doesn't seem that long ago, it certainly doesn't for me, given all that has happened in the last 5 years. Building on the momentum of the English-only victory, defeat for the wrong side and victory for the right side, we have continued to work to ensure that Nashville is an open and welcome place. In 2009, we launched what's called My City Academy. This is the first of its kind in the country. This is a free program that helps new Americans gain a better understanding of how the metropolitan government works. Over the course of 7 months, My City Academy participants meet with leaders from Metro departments and tour Metro facilities. Upon graduation, they become part of an extensive and diverse alumni network. My City is now in its 3rd year, and this year's class includes 34 community leaders with diverse backgrounds and from 12 different countries. My City is organized with the help of our new Americans Advisory Council, which was created in my office, to help open a two-way communication between Metro government and Nashville's new American communities. The council is comprised of leaders from Nashville's most prominent refugee and immigrant communities. Current members are from Sudan, Peru, Nigeria, China, and Kurdistan, among other places. Nashville's Kurdish population is so large that since 2009, we have twice been a polling place in the Iraqi elections. In 2010, and again just last month, thousands of Iraqi citizens from Nashville and throughout the region cast their ballots in the Iraqi parliamentary elections. And since 2009, Nashville has celebrated the opening of a new community center, Casa Asafran, located on Nolensville Road, which is a gateway to Nashville's booming international district. As the headquarters of Conexión Americas, one of Nashville's strongest nonprofit organizations, Casa Asafran plays home to a collective of nonprofits who offer education, health care, the arts, legal services to immigrants, refugees, and the Nashville community as a whole. Earlier this month, we announced that this year's budget will include funding to construct a new pre-K center at Casa Asafran. Not only will this new pre-K hub provide a much-needed expansion of our city's tuition-free preschool opportunities, it will strengthen services to children from non-English-speaking homes, which today account for nearly a quarter of all the parents in our public school system. These kind of programs and others like them contribute to Nashville's vibrancy and success. I don't want to, as mayor, I have the honor of bragging about some of our rankings and some of the national attention we've had. We had a great year and a half, whether it's being the It City or having Time Magazine calls the Red Hot City, or a whole variety of other strong economic indicators. But I think that it is important that we recognize that our city's success economically and the strength of our city has happened with, at the same time, that there has been a lot of new people moving to our city, people from diverse backgrounds and from different cultures. That has made our city stronger. And I don't think it's a coincidence that the increased prosperity and increased immigration have occurred at the same time. It has been a good thing for our city. There's still much we can do and should do to ensure that Nashville is a city of opportunity and a city that respects the dignity of people from all walks of life. I'm proud of the fact that our Metro Council passed and I was able to sign a requirement that the metropolitan government not discriminate based upon sexual orientation. And I'm happy to report that we are looking to expand benefits for our employees to include same-sex partners. We will continue with all our work, and we will continue to be thankful for the work of the Tennessee Human Rights Commission, which does much in advance to advance opportunity in our state. So thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I'd be pleased to answer any questions if you have any for me. Thank you. Good seeing you.